ನಿನ್ನನೇ ಪೊಗಳುವೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಬೇಡಿದ ಸರಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಾಲನು ಬಿಡಿವೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಹಾರೈಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನ ತೊಂದರಿಗೆ ಕೈ ಕೊಡುವೆ ನಿನ್ನಂತೆ ಸಾಗವಲ್ಲ ದೇವರಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಧನ್ಯ ಧನ್ಯ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಧನ್ಯ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ದೇವಾದಿ ದೇವ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ಸೇವಿಂಪಲ Shivpati Ramachandra Murthy's Kripa. Ramanavami celebrations have been going through for the past 1 month. Last April 4th, 5th and 6th we celebrated the Rama, generally 3 days and then 9 days and then 10 days. Here Ramaseva Mandali has been celebrating it for almost 1 month, 27 days by his Kripa. Such is Rama's glory. And today's topic is PanchaRatnaVaibhavaKritis of Tyagaraja Swami. Tyagaraja PanchaRatnaVaibhavam is an eternal topic because every kriti that Tyagaraja Swami has composed is a Ratna by itself. It seems he had composed 24,000 kritis, but we get only around 800 kritis, including all the rarest of the rare, 800. All of the kritis are Ratnas. It depends on how much, like how a swimmer can dive into the ocean. Some can swim for 50 feet, 10 feet, 20, like how the Sundarakanda begins, no? How many of you can cross the Shatayojana Vistirna Sagara? Some of the mantras say 10 yojanas, Dasha yojana, 20 yojanas. Similarly, Tyagaraja Samudra. In this Tyagaraja Samudra, many great musicians, researchers, scholars, pandits, according to their capability, they have tried swimming into this Tyagaraja Samudra, and by their grace, by the grace of the yesteryear greats, we have got a lot of commentary and meanings. Otherwise, it's very difficult to decipher the meaning of especially the first Ratna. The beauty of Tyagaraja PanchaRatna, out of every creation is a Ratna, I told you, but these PanchaRatnas are unique and most exquisite because of the lyrical brilliance, because of the beauty of the patterns of the swaras, how the Sahitya and the swara is interwoven effortlessly, how the Sahitya sits so well under the swaras, the bhava of the Sahitya, the gudhartha in the bhava. You can go on and on, swara on one side, swara, raga, laya, bhava, anything that you take. This is a topic for a thesis, a PhD, a doctorate on Tyagaraja PanchaRatnaVaibhavam is very, very much possible, and that itself will take us only to 5% of what he has composed. Many PhDs can be done on this topic, a topic for thesis. So out of that, we begin. Generally, whenever we begin a kirtana, a bhajana, or a harikatha, there is a pundarika that we say. Jai Bolo Satrunath Maharaj ki Jai, Janaki Kanta Swaram, Jai Jai Rama Ram. Likewise, the PanchaRatnas, Tyagaraja Swami, these are called Ghana Raga PanchaRatnas. There are other kritis which are grouped, other kritis of Tyagaraja Swami himself, which are grouped into 5 each and are called as PanchaRatna. Where he sang on Lord Ranganatha Swami of Sri Rangam, it's called Sri Ranga PanchaRatna. Where he sang on Sapta Rishishwarar of Lalgudi PanchaRatna. Likewise, Tirupottriyur PanchaRatna. There are so many other PanchaRatnas, but when you say Tyagaraja PanchaRatnaVaibhavam, it means the Ghana Raga PanchaRatna. What do you mean by Ghana Raga? Jagadananda Karnate, Gaula, Aravi, Varali and Srila are called Ghana Ragas because Ghana means majestic. Ghana means the gate itself is suitable for Tanam. Ghana means heavy. Ghana has many meanings in Sanskrit. Ghana, here according to Sangeeta Sampradaya, Ghana Raga means majestic ragas which have weight, which are heavy, in this context which are more suitable for Tanam singing. It is apt for Tanam. Tanam is Tvam Anantam. My Sangeeta Guru Sri Lalgudi Jayanam sir would say, it is Tvam Anantam. Tvam Anantam. The approach of Indra and Varuna together for the PanchaRatnaVaibhavavam, because I told you these ragas, these are the most apt ragas of time, majestic dates. And then Tyagaraja Swami begins with a Jayadosha. Whenever you talk of Rama, it is so Jagadananda Karaka. In this hot summer, when everybody is expecting rains, we have Rama pouring his kavuna in the form of rains with cool breeze. Otherwise, every time Rama Seva Mandale, it seems everybody will be fanning with that newspaper or some paper that you can get hold of, some big piece of paper that we have. Today, by his grace, Tyagaraja Swami starts the very first Ratna, calling out to the glory of Rama. Like how we say, Janaki Nandaswaram Jai Jai Rama Rama Jai Ho Jai Shri Ram. Likewise, Tyagaraja begins, let that beautiful Jagadananda Karaka Rama be glorious always. Hey Rama Jagadaya half of Jagadananda Karika we have performed till the 5th Chavana. Jagadananda Karika, what does that mean? One who brings happiness, infinite happiness to the entire Jagat, not just to human beings. Some people will bring happiness to humans. Some people are happy if they leave the place. So, Rama is one person who brings happiness to the entire Jagat. Sakala Jagat, Aneka Jagadananda Karika, Sakala Jagadananda Karika, the Pranan of Janaki. Jai Ho, Jai Janaki, Prananayaka, Jai Shri Ram. Tyagaraja Swami starts. So, when Valmiki meets Sage Narada, as such I should put it the other way. Sage Narada goes to meet Valmiki. Everywhere Sishyas will go in search of gurus. But in Ramayana, see the sound of the Guru. Guru Narada goes in search of the Sishya Valmiki to give him peace of mind. Valmiki immediately asks one question. In that one question, several questions are hidden. What is the question? Nanaji, I want to very desperately see a man Konvasmin Sampradam Loke Gunavane Kapcha Viryavane Dharmajnascha Kritajnascha Satyavakyo Dridhavrataha Charitrena Jakolitaha Sarvabhumishu Koditaha Vidvan Kattas Samattascha Tatchayuga Priyadarshanaha. He goes on to give a list. He says, I want to see a man right now living who is a very good person, Gunavan, good at the same time valorous. You should be talented as well as humble. You should be very, very efficient as well as loving. It is a very, very oxymoronic combination. Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmajna, more of Dharma, practitioner of Dharma, speaker of truth, Satyajna, Satyasandaha, Jitendriyaha, controller of senses, Charitrena Chakolitaha, person of conduct, good character, Sarvabhuteshu Koditaha, who wishes for the welfare of all things, Sakala Bhuta. And then Naraji smiles and says, Bhagavo Durlabha Seva. It is very, very difficult to find a man with all these qualities. Imagine Naraji says this in Treta Yuga. This happened in Treta Yuga. I would just wonder what if Valmiki asked this in Kali Yuga. In Treta Yuga, Narada said it's very difficult to find a human being with all these qualities. Even in Treta Yuga, it was very difficult to find a man with all such qualities. But then Narada says, we are fortunate. We are very fortunate. Today you can see such a person. Ramo Rama iti pradhanam abhavan kathaha. Rama bhutam jagatabodu name rajyam prashad. Everybody celebrates him. He is none other than Rama, who is born of Gadana Devasa Ulajaya. Gunavan. He asked for a Gunavan. And he says, Tyagaraja Swami says, who else can be a repository of virtue other than this Gunaratna Kosha Ramachandramurti? He is Sugunakara, born of the Gagana means sky. Sky, Gagana. Adipati is the sun. Gagana Deepa Satkunda. Satkunda, he was born of the solar dynasty. So he uses the term Gagana Deepa Satkunda. This Ratna, always my Guru, young Guru sir would say, you shouldn't say, I know the 5 PanchaRatnas. I can say the 5 PanchaRatnas. PanchaRatna itself means 5. Pancha means 5. It's like saying, each Kriti should be filled with 9 Navarasas. Navarasa itself means 9. we always have this habit of saying, do you know the 5 Panchakulas? Pancha means 5. So, Mahapariva, it seems, once when Lal Guru Sir visited Mahapariva, Kanchi Mahaswami, he asked Lal Guru Sir to play the violin. He said, can you play one Ratna? Lal Guru Sir was amazed. Oh, what is this? One Ratna Vasipa. The Ratna Vasipa, what does that mean? Immediately then he said, out of the 5 Ratnas, this Ratna. So, every time we use the word Pancha, you should use it for each of the Ratnas. So, in this Ratna, it is a beautiful Ashtotra. You can split the words in the Charana. Right from the Pallavi. Jagananakaranaaya Namaha. Jaiganati Pranayakaya Namaha. Gaganati Vasapulakaya Namaha. Nagarajeshwaraya Namaha. Sudhankaraya Namaha. Amarataya Kanijaya Kumudakitaya Namaha. Paripurnaya Namaha. You can split it and do it as an Archana, and if you count the names, it will come exactly to 108 Ashtotra. So I don't know how, whether Rama made it into an Ashtotra or Tyagaraja himself wanted this to be an Ashtotra. Otherwise, each of the charanas is one adjective. If you don't cut it, one charana is one sentence. So, if you have to sing it, you have to sing it without taking breath. You have to take the breath first itself, and then Amarataraka Nichaya Kumudhanita Paripurna Natha Sura Sura Bhuja Dadipayo Divasa Harana Sundara Taravana Suramaya Gachovinda Govinda Sananda Mahavaraja Rapta Jubakara Meka Jagadananda Karaka. There only you can stop. It is like that for each charana. Because it becomes one sentence. Only if you cut it, you can understand the meaning. So he is born of the Surya Guna, full of gunas. What is the katha? That katha is given by Tyagaraja Swami here. Here he says, Savior. All the Devatas assemble like stars before the moon. Amara means Devas, Ajaras. They don't get old at all. Very nice, no? No need for cosmetic business at all. No lotions, no black washing, white washing, nothing. So Ajaras, Amaras. Amara Tamarata Nichaya. These Devas are like small stars before Kumudakita, before the moon, Chandra, who is Ramachandra. Look at the word play. Chandra is Ramachandra, Kumudakita. And these Devas are Amara Tamarata Nichaya, the group of Devas who are stars. The stars are going to the moon, Ramachandra, to do them good, to bestow them welfare, to do Ramana Vada. And how is he? Paripurna Anadhasura Sura Bhuja. He is Paripurna. He doesn't have any expectations. Anadha, faultless. Sura Bhuja. Bhuja. Now, many musicians see it as Puja. It is not Puja. Sura Bhuja. Bhuja means tree. Sura Bhuja means celestial tree. Kampaka Vriksha. One born from the earth. Bhumi, the earth. Bhuja is one which is born from the earth, tree. Sura Bhuja is the celestial tree. Rama is like the Kalpaka Vriksha for the Suras. He is like the Sura Bhuja. And he says, don't you worry, I will take care of Ravana, Samatya, along with his ministers, along with his bandhus. I will kill the entire Sura which is Bhutta. Whoever is Bhutta, Paritrana and Sadhuna, Vinana and Yudhishthira. I will wipe them off, don't worry. There are two Purnavataras. Both the Purnavataras beautifully through their lives, Ramavatara and Krishnavatara. Both are sung in one charana, in the first charana by Tyagaraja Swami. They show how a man needs to follow Dharma and Prema. Dharma is Rama, prema is Krishna. If a man has dharma as one eye and prema as affection, love, as his other eye, then the man becomes cool now. So immediately he goes on to Krishna Avatara. The Devatas come to Srinathi and they surrender to Vishnu. How does he look? He is reclining on a Shupranayendra Shayana. He is reclining on Adisesha, who is shining white like the milk, like the foam of the milky ocean. Shupranayendra Shayana. And this Vishnu looks like Indra Nilamani, like a blue sapphire. Indra Nilamani Sandhibhavatana Chandra Surya Kanam So he says, Vishnu, who is the nourisher of Sangeeta, Nigama Nigajamritaja Poshaka. This is a very difficult to translate. Nigama means Veda. Nigama Niraja, Niraja means lotus. Nigama Niraja Amritaja. The Amrita, ambrosial lotus, nectar lotus of Vedas. One who is born of the nectar lotus of Vedas. You can translate it as either Brahma or as Nada or Veda. So the nourisher of or the father of Brahma or Veda or Nada. Nigama Nirajamritaja Poshaka, he addresses. Immediately what did you do? Nigama Nirajamritaja Poshaka, Anisha Vaibhavavishakha Samirana. You turned into a wind, whirlwind, to scatter the clouds of Rakshasas. Aninisha Vaibhi. Aninisha means Devas again. They don't blink. We blink, right? We keep blinking for everything. That is something different. Aninisha Vaibhi. Vaibhi means enemy of the Devas. Aninisha Vaibhi Vaidha. That becomes a cloud. The cloud of enemies of Devas, to scatter that, Rama becomes the Samirana, the wind, to scatter this cloud. Look at the figures of speech that Tyagaraja Swami has used. Unimaginable. And then he comes on Garuda Vahana. He comes on Garuda Vahana and he says, don't you worry, I will incarnate as Rama. So, as soon as he says, I will incarnate as a Manushya, Balakanda begins. Pada Ijikama Uja Bata Bata Pada Bata Bhavavadana. Saroja Bhavavadana. Who is Saroja? What is Saroja? Lotus. Saroja Bhava is one born of lotus. Brahma. Brahma is the one born of lotus. He promises to Brahma and the Devas that he will be born as a Manushya. So, Atmanam Manusham Manye. Saroja Bhavavadana. He becomes Vadadaraja. And he says, don't you worry, Saroja Bhava, Brahma and all the other Devas will go home. Or you, Brahma says they will not go home. They will be Vanarapu Upadadehi. They will take a particular form to serve you, Rama. So immediately, after blessing Brahma, the whole of the Balakanda comes in one Charana. After blessing Brahma, Avashya Dwadasya Mase Chaitre Namadike Vitau, he incarnates as Rama in the same Sarga as Ramavatara, Vishwamitra, Varamantra Gadanola. Vishwamitra is the Varamantra Gadanola, the founder of Sakshat Gayatri Mantra, and see, she knows thousands of missiles, Astra Shastra, Prayoga. If we can spot it right now, it will be very useful for India. because he knows thousands of astras and shastras, missiles. So Jaya and Suprabha, women had found out missiles, 500 each. Jaya and Suprabha, the daughters of the Daksha. So you can see that missile women were there even during Ramayana Kala. Women power. So that women power is shown in Ramayana, during the Ramayana age itself. So here Saroja Baba, after blessing Brahma, he goes, Rama and Lakshmana go behind Vishwamitra, and on the way they do the Sava Paripala Yajna Rakshana. Sava means Yajna. Sava Paripala Yajna Rakshanam, and then with the dust of the feet, lotus feet of Rama, Pada Vijita Mauni Shapa, Muni's Shapa, Gautama Muni's Shapa. How is Shapa Vimojana is done? After that, what happens? Sita Kalyana. See the phrase that he is used for Sita Kalyana. Paramashanta Chitta Janaka Jadipa. Paramashanta Chitta Janaka. Janaka is always Paramashanta. Never gets excited. Unlike all of us. It rains, we get excited. If it does not rain, we say it doesn't rain, doesn't rain, doesn't rain. If it rains, we say, oh, it rained, it rained, it rained. Everything becomes so nasty and everywhere it becomes so easy. Everything is finicky. Here, Janaka, anything you tell him, totally Parabrahma Lingam Bade Panduragam. Janaka is a person who is totally balanced. He becomes excited when he sees Rama. Kumaru Vadgamte Deva Dunya Paranatnamo Vadasi Madati Viro Sadhu Rabjavo Padmapatra Vishalachur Katratuni Vashvina Rupena Samuvastikayo. Janaka becomes excited and he says, what are you doing? No Kumaro Badramde Ghatasimagati. He walks like an elephant, the gait of an elephant. That Rama breaks the bow and also the fear of Janaka and marries the daughter of Paramashanta Chitta Janaka Jadupa. He becomes the Adipa or Janaka Jar. So such a beautiful passage for Sita Kalyana. So Brahma being bestowed with a moon, and then he goes behind Vishwamitra, does Sava Paripala Yajna, marries Sita. And Ahalya Moksha on the way, everything covered in one Chalana. Pada Vijita Mahumisha Vata Bhavita Vata Seventh charanas, Srishti Sthiti Antakaraka. Nama, Sita Kalyana, after Sita Kalyana, everybody thinks that he is going to become the Yuvaraja, including Dasharatha, but he has different lives. He is the creator, he is the sustainer, he is the destroyer. Srishti Sthiti Antakaraka, people use it generally when they sing, Srishti Sthiti Antakaraka, what is this Kamita? Generally, the same word should not get repeated twice. It is Punamukti dosha. It is called Punamukti dosha. It is not Kamita Palada. Srishti Sthityantaka Amita Kamita Palada. Rama gives us whatever we wish and more than whatever we wish. Our prayers are always limited. His grace is always unlimited. We go to the temple, yes. He gives more than what we expect. So when we go to the temple, Kamita Palada, he gives us what we pray. And Amita. And more than that, whatever you have asked for, just for an example, if you ask for 10, he gives 100. You ask for 100, he gives 1000. You have asked for Alpa, he will give you Mahatma. So here, Srishti Sthityan Takaraka Amita Kamita Palada Asamana Gatra. Incomparable beauty. Tirumeni solnolla, we want a body. His Sharira, his Gatra, his Asamana, impeccable beauty. Asamana Gatra, Shachipati Sindra. Srishti Sthityam Takaraka Amita Kamita Palada Asamana Gatra, Shachipati Nuta Bhimatagada. Shachipati Nuta, worshipped by Indra, Abhimatahara, one who conquered the mother, pride of Abhi, the Sagar, Samudra, he did Darbhajayana, on Darbhajayana, he did tapas for 3 days. Samudra didn't come. He conquered the mother of Abhimatahara. Again, Srishti Sthityam Takaraka Amita Kamita Palada Samana Gatra Shachipati Nuta Abhimatahara. What is this Gara? When we generally hear this, no? We hear it as Gara. And children will get very excited when they hear this Gara will come in this charana moment in class. It is Anuraga Naga Rajita Katha Sarakita. Ramachandramurti is the Nayaka of this beautiful Katha called Ramayana, which is filled with Anuraga, Bhakti and Raga music. Anuraga Raga Rajita Katha Sarakita Jagadananda. Then, where does he reside? Chitrakuta? Ayodhya is Ramalalla? Panchavati? Or Ramaswamy Kovil Kumbakonam? Where does he reside? Raghunath Swami says, he resides in the lotus hearts of all the good people. Sajjana Manasa Visudhakara. This Chandra, Ramachandra is a Chandra moon rising from the ocean of the hearts of Sajjana. Sajjana Manasa Visudhakara Kusuma Vimana Surasaya. We go on the inside the Pushpaka Vimana, and who does the Pada Seva? Raghunath Swami gives a new name for Hanuman. Generally here we call him Vayuputra, Hanuman, Maruti, Pavana Kumara, Vayu Kumara, Anjaneya, so many other names. Mukhya Prana, all those. Here only Tyagaraja is different. He says Surasa Ripu. Surasa Ripu, that's the Lalana. Sajjana Manasa Visu Sudhakara Kusuma Vimana Surasa Ripu Kala Jalalita. The Pada Lalana is done, the Pada Lalana, Pada Seva is done by Surasa Ripu Hanuman, and he resides in our hearts. All the the hearts which are pure, he resides there. And the beautiful charana, the second charana, which says, Harihara Veda Dhikkara. Don't always, if you worship Vishnu, don't hate Shiva. If you worship Shiva, don't hate Vishnu. Because if you hate the other deity, none of the deities will be pleased. My Guru Sri Anna would give a beautiful story for this. There was a Sona goldsmith in Pandharpur. His name was Narakari Sona. He used to make ornaments very beautifully. So one day, a Sethji comes to his shop. This Narakari Sona, he was a great Shiva devotee, Shiva Bhakta. But the problem is, he was a Vishnu hater. You can love or worship any deity, but you shouldn't hate the other deity, right? When you are supposed to not hate even other human beings, you hate other deities. So, he used to worship Mallikarjuna, who was just for 4 or 5 shops. If you go to Pandharpur today, before reaching Panduranga, you will come across one small Mallikarjuna shrine. After crossing that only, then see Panduranga. So those who know will go and see Shiva also and then Panduranga also. He has this habit of never entering Panduranga's temple because he hates Panduranga. Panduranga is Vishnu avatar. This Sethji came and said, I have a prarthana. I prayed that if I get a son, I will make this Mekhala Udyana. So around the tip. So I want you to do Narakari Sona, I want you to do this Mekhala, this Udyana for me, Kanchi. Narakari Sona said, where is the mommy? It's not for mommy, it's for Swami. Not for mommy, for Swami. Which Swami? Panduranga. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Don't even utter that name. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Don't even utter that name. Why? I don't speak anything which is bad. Even if you speak bad words, it's okay for me, but you shouldn't say that word. Which word? That word that you said right now. We will not say that. I have made an oath that I will not enter, my legs will not touch the feet of that temple. My eyes will not see that murti. This Sethji said, that is okay, I will measure and give you make this Mekhala. He did the measurement and he gave. Narakari Sona made a beautiful Mekhala with Dashavatara. Panduranga is a Mayavi. He always has this trick of pulling those who don't like him. He never looks at those who love him. He looks at those who don't like him. So, as soon as the Mekhala was placed around his waist, it was so loose that it fell down. Sethji came back to Narakari Sona, this is not the right measurement, it is too loose. Don't worry, I will cut here. I cannot cut the avatars. I will cut some of the gold here and then fit it. Now you try. Now this time it is too tight it is. If Panduranga is not wearing it, it is too tight. Sethji says, the one who makes the ornament should measure it. This doesn't work. I cannot measure it and you cannot make it. The one who makes the ornament should measure it, so you please come. What did I tell you? My feet will not touch the temple. Okay, it's okay, I will carry you on my back. My eyes will not see the murti. That is okay, you tie your eyes with a towel, you blindfold your eyes. This is a nice way he thought. So, right from the temple entrance, the Sethji took him on his back, carried him on his back, and then he was blindfolded with a towel and he has to measure, right? So you have to touch the murti. In those days, the entire Panduranga murti, you can feel him. Premalingana you can do. Today only Parasparsha is allowed. In those days you can feel him entirely, you can touch. So he touches Panduranga's head, he feels that it is a linga. And then he comes a little down with his Trinetra, third eye. Little left, Nagavarna. Here, Trishula. Down, how they are. Oh my God, this is my Interdevata Shiva. All people are fooling the world saying he is Vithala, Vithala, Vishnu. He is Shiva, he unties the knot and then throws back the towel and Partha Panduranga is smiling at him with both hands on his hip. With Makara Kundala Gari, Pitambara Gari, Vanamala on his Vakshasthala, Panduranga is smiling and another Sona, push immediately another is one of prices, right? Again, Manashkula Nakshakara, beautiful Adhankar, he is so beautiful. But still I should not do Shiva Droha. So again, he touches, after blindfolding, he touches Panduranga. Again, Linga, Trinetra, Nagaparana, Trishula, everything related with Shiva. He unties, he sees it is Panduranga. He closes his eyes and touches it is Shiva. He opens his eyes, it is Panduranga. He understood that Omkara Pancharatira Pura Ara Saroja Bhava Keshavadi Rupa. He is Keshava, Sabrahma, Sashiva. He is Brahma, he is Shiva, he is Vishnu. He is the same form. Omkara Pancharatira Pura Saroja Bhava Keshavadi Rupa. He refers to Rama as a parrot. So this parrot, which cage does it live in? It lives in a cage called Omkara. You can cage the parrot called Ramachandra by uttering the Omkara. Omkara Pancharatira Pura. Hara Saroja Bhava. Saroja Bhava is Brahma. Hara Saroja Bhava Keshavadi Rupa. He is in the form of Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma. Hara Saroja Bhava Keshavadi Rupa. Vasavaripu Janakantaka. Who is Vasava? Indra. Vasavaripu? Indra Chit. Vasavaripu Janaka, the father of Indra Chit, Ravana. Antaka, Ravanantaka. He refers to Rama as Ravanantaka. Instead of Ravana, he says Vasavaripu Janaka, Ravana, Antaka. The killer of Indrajit's father. So that is the beauty of the syllables and the aksharas and the swaras and the patterns and the brilliance of the lyrics. That is how it goes. Vasavaripu Janakantaka Kaladhara Kala. He nourishes Kala and he is the Apta, friend of the Kaladhara. Kaladhara is the one who bears the crescent moon, Shiva. So Antaka Kaladhara, Kaladharapta, Vinadhara Sharanadhara. Tyagaraja Swami basically wants to see Rama during his lifetime. That is what he has asked his father Rama Brahman. He goes on chanting Rama Nama. Because Rama Brahman says, you chant 100 crores of Rama Nama, you can see Rama before your eyes is cold and abandoned. And he has been wanting to see Rama. So he calls Rama, Ra, Ra, Ra. Rama doesn't come. So everywhere in the Buddha, whenever Rahasya places also, not only Balakanaka Mayanani appears before he says, Rama, Deva, Deva, come to me. Deva, Deva, Mahanubhava, come to me. Here in Jagadananda Karika, before he comes to Jagaraja, he says, Rama, come, no. Why are you delaying? Why are you not coming? Where does he say Rara? In the 8th Charana, you see this. Paradrinda Sharajala. He comes, Rama comes with a bow and arrow. He has killed Viradha Ravana, Kara Vihada Ravana, he has killed everybody. Now that you have finished your avatar karya, why won't you come to me? That is the 9th Charana. You can notice that every second In each place, every second syllable will be a dirgha syllable. That is, for example, pa pa ni pa ma ni pa ma ma pa ma ga ma ri ni sa ma ga pa ni pa ma ga ma pa pa sa sa ni sa ma ri sa ni sa ri pa ma ga ma pa sa ni pa ma ni sa sa ri ga ma. Everywhere there is a dirgha syllable. Tyagaraja's Sahitya will be Ra Ra. Purana Purushan Paratmajashit Paragi Nagar Vinadharavan Vinavana Parashara Mano Kala Vikrina Tyagaraja Samyuka So every day Ra 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 Rama, come to me, come to me. And he finishes with the 10th. You are full of aganita guna. You are full of virtues. Aganita guna kana kajena sangadita dana aruna samana chena paru ma come to kill the elephants of my Papa. Papa Gaja Nrisimha, come as Nrisimha to kill the Papa Gajas in me. Immediately he thinks of himself. How many aparadhas I have done? How much of wickedness I have? As such, Tyagaraja Swami has 0% wickedness. He is such a sattvic soul. He has led such a pavitra janma, janma from his birth. So pure, but he takes all the evils of the society on himself and he says, Amhi aparadhi mahapapa. That is what Marathi says. Amasmi aparadha chakravarti. Deshikar says that, Tukaram says, all the Mahanubhavas will say, I have done crores and crores of dushtatana, wicked evil acts. All the evil people will say, I am the Mahanubhava, I am the Mahatma, I have never done anything evil in my life at all. That is what Duryodhana is. Same question was asked to Duryodhana and Yudhishthira. Who is the best man in the world? Romba yogyamanavan yaru? Duryodhana says, me, of course me. All others are ayogya. Yudhishthira, same question to Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira says, everybody else other than me, I see them as befitting of the Lord's mercy. Me, I am such a papi. So all the good people declare themselves as bad and bad people declare themselves as good because I have to give such a poor kritika because there are some researchers who say Tyagaraja Swami did all these papas and he himself admits this in the second Ratna out of the PanchaRatnas or that Mahanubhava. You cannot take anything literally. You have to go into the history, life, contributions of the particular person and then only give your commentary. Apo here he says, Papa Gajano, that is the last charana. He continues and says,
I have so much wickedness and evil-mindedness in me. Which son of the Chakravarti Tirumagalnu solrol, yeah, Ramachandra is son of Dasharatha. Doru Kuduku. Which son of the Dwara will protect me? How can Rama come to me? When I am tempted so much by Kadu Durvishaya, Akrishtunai. Durvishaya Krishnulai. All my senses, my eyes want to see all bad things. Anything which is good. Today, because the attention span is less, they started something called shorts some years back, right? I am seeing that children don't have the patience to even see the shorts. That itself is 1 minute, 1 minute. That itself they keep scrolling. The short itself is 59 seconds. That 59 seconds of patience people don't have. They keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Shortest of the shorts I think you have to invent another. But when you speak of Rama, so many of us, we are not even looking down at the mobile for a second because it is Rama's glory and Vaibhava that attracts each one of us. This itself is a tapas for us. Shravana Bhakti itself is a tapas for us. Today in this Kali Yuga, to see hundreds of people sitting and listening to Jagadananda Karanam Dudupu itself is a tapas. And you are yourselves Mahanubhavas to be doing this because Shravana Bhakti and Kirtana Bhakti are the first two steps, right? First two beautiful types of Bhakti. So here he says, Kadu Durvishaya Krishnulai, my eyes want to see anything that is wrong, ears want to hear everything that is gossiping, the mouth wants to taste anything. Kannada Tattu Idli, Andhra Ego, Urga Sadam, Marathi Roti, Tepla, Gujarati, Kanchipuram Idli, Tirunelveli Alva, Tirupati Laddu, good Laddu, not the contaminated ones. So, everything and anything, if it is prasadam, okay. Otherwise, today children want to eat everything, right? Kadu Vishaya Krishnulai. So, I am filled with so many aparadhas. Tapusa Siragala Uppikado Kripalo Tapusa Siragala Uppikado Kripalo Muppura Daritanta Munidravanya Kappuve Kramati Lokmati Mappa Apraditha Nandala Purandaras also says this, Tapu Sahasiragana Opikaya. Prabhu Vittala, I have committed so many aparadas in my life. And I admit all my mistakes. In spite of all that, you have been so graceful to me. And you have come and saved my life from going astray. And then always Tyagaraja Swami's Shaili is that he will give a sentence, a fact in the Pallavi, and then reiterate a little more in the Anupallavi and give an illustration in the Charana. So he says, I have done all these mistakes. Shri Vanidagre Again, this Ratna, if you see in sharp contrast to that Veera and that majesty and the joy in that Nate, it turns into a pathetic tone of Karunya Rasa, of an apologetic tone into Gauda. Gamare, Gamama. This was the first Ratna, Nate. Based on the bhava of the Sahitya, Tyagaraja Swami chooses the raga. Here the first Ratna was the Digvijaya of Jagadananda Rama. Second is all he is putting out a list of generally what we commit and taking the blame on him. He says, Shri Vanita Agriku, he addresses to Rama in the first charana. The moon residing in the lotus heart, in the lily heart of Shri. Shri Vanita Agriku Shri Vanita Agriku You are beyond the Harikatha. You cannot describe Rama through a 2.5 hour or 3 hour Harikatha. Vam Manasa Gochara, you are beyond words, you are beyond mind. Me, what have I done? Sagala Bhutamunakendu Nevai Gundaga Madhiveka Puriya. I did not see you in every being around me. I have so much of discrimination in myself. Recently we saw how much of discrimination, the lives have been lost because of discrimination. But in our Sanatana Dharma we are taught never to discriminate even between insects between beasts and birds. That is why Rama hugs Jatayu, gives moksha to Jatayu. We never discriminate. Rama is so inclusive, most inclusive. If you see Rama Parivara, there is Vibhishana, Rakshasa Goshti, there is Hanuman, Sugriva, Vanara Goshti, there is Jambavan, the bears Goshti, there is Vasishtha, the Brahmins Goshti, there are Ayodhya Vasis, the usual laymen, everybody encompassing love. We are taught to see the Paramatma in every human being, irrespective of religion, irrespective of caste, irrespective of creed, irrespective of whether that being is a beast or a human. Ekanatha was on a journey back to Pratishtanapura, Bhaitan in Maharashtra from Kasi. They were doing a yatra together. He was having Ganges in his Ganga Jalam. We bring back from Kumbh Mela. Everybody has brought it back in that plastic bottle. Adukku thaniya one Ganga Jalam, Ganga Sombo one thaniya unde in those days. So everybody is carrying Ganga Jalam. On the way, it is a desert. There is a donkey which is to die because of thirst. Because it is thirsty, it is panting. It is panting. So Ekanatha says, let us give some Ganga Jala. It will get up. It is about to lose its life. Every sadhu, every other sadhu, supposedly sadhu, they say, no, Ganga Jala for a donkey. They will see that as a donkey. But Ekanatha says, for me, it is not a donkey, for me it is Panduranga. Sakala Bhutamula Endu Niva, we are taught to see Paramatma in every being. I am going to give Ganga Jala. They said, if you want, you give Ganga Jala. We won't give Ganga because they are not deserving enough to see Panduranga. So they are left. Ekanatha hugs the donkey and then very, very compassionately he opens the Ganga pot and then gives Ganga. And the donkey looks with so much gratitude. Suddenly the donkey vanishes and it is Panduranga who is opening his mouth and drinking the Ganga Jala which Ekanatha is holding. He was astonished. Ekanatha became overwhelmed. He started crying. You have come as Matsya Murti, you have come as Kurma Murti, you have come as Varaha Murti, but as a donkey. Why? As a khara? Why as a donkey? And then Panduranga smiles and says, I can come in any form. But the beauty is, I have the Shakti to come in any form. But more than my Shakti, your Bhakti to find me in any form is what is overwhelming me. Your Bhakti is greater than my Shakti. That is what Tyagaraja says. Our Sanatana Dharma is to see the Supreme Being in every beast, every bird, every insect, every tree, in the river. Kaveri Tayar for us. She is mother for us. Anala Sakala Bhutamula Yandu Nevayundaku Madhuleka Bhotina. First mistake I did is I did not see you in every day. Chiruta Praya Mula Nate. From my childhood I did not experience Bhajanamrita. Bhajanananda I should have experienced from childhood. Like Dhruva, like Prahlada, like Anta, like Meera. Chiruta Praya Mula Nate. Bhajanamrita Rasa Vihina Kudakkudai. I was speaking on Kudakka. Legal reasoning, logical, rational. We say more in Tamil Nadu. Good that you are here in Karnataka. You are all Mahanubhavas. You come to Tamil Nadu, everybody will speak as if they are the most rationalistic. Pata, whatever they are doing will be kuppa. They are rationalistic. What legal, rational, Kudakkudai. It's not Tarka, it's Kudarka. Kudakkudai. Third mistake. What is the mistake? Paragana Mula Puraguno Buddha Madhikaraga Paliki Katubu Nimbati Vidinati. I always had my eyes on others' property and others' wealth. Paragana Mula Puraguno. In order to earn that, I will utter whatever buttery words to fill my stomach. All my eyes were only on Dhana, Dhana and Dhana. There is a beautiful story my Guru would narrate for each of the Charanas. He would give a story, but we don't have time for that. There was one Bhagavatam called Sparsha Bhagavatam. He was called Sparsha because he came across a gem called Sparshakal. Parsari they call it in India, I think. Sparshakal is a stone, a gem. If you place iron on it, it will become gold. So he was super excited that he got this. He removed all the photos and pictures of all deities. He kept the Sparshakal in the puja room, and the puja worship, all the rituals was done for that. The wife, he told his wife, don't tell anybody, including our neighbors, especially our neighbors, don't tell them that we have come across this rare gem, because then they will become very envious. If he had not told his wife, the wife would have not told anybody. When you specifically call someone and say, please don't tell that, then that will become the most viral message. And one mommy is equivalent to 100 WhatsApp groups. So what she did, she went to the next house, Namadeva's wife. She said, I have something very surprising, I am not supposed to tell that to you. She said, no, please, we want to know. Please, I won't tell anybody, please tell me. Namadeva's wife was very innocent. So very innocently she said, please tell me. She said, I will tell you alone, you should not tell anybody. I have this stone, if you place iron on that, it will become gold. Huh? It will become gold, is it? Can you lend it for one day, just one day? So she said, very nice lady, basically. So she said, only one day, you should give it to me before the puja, because all the pujas are being done only for the stone. So Namadeva's wife took the stone, the Sparshakal, and then all the iron nails, all the iron small items, she kept placing, and then everything turned into gold. And last week only I put something into that waste paper market. I shouldn't have put that iron. I didn't know that this was going to happen, and greed overpowers me. So she made everything into gold, and then she's waiting for Namadeva to come, and she is dressed up so beautifully. Namadeva said, you look so beautiful, and everything is gold. How come? All the iron baskets, iron chairs, iron stools, iron nails, iron screws, everything is gold. How come? And she says, I got this Sparshakal from the neighbor. She gave it to me. Is it? Give it to me. She thought Namadeva was going to really love it and appreciate it. She gave it very innocently to Namadeva. Namadeva took it and threw it into the Chandrabhaga river. This neighbor, it is not Namadeva's property, right? It is the neighbor's property. So this Sparshabhagavad started screaming, shouting. Once he came to know, who are you to throw my gem, my stone, such a precious asset I have come across? How come you had that audacity to throw it into the Chandrabhaga? He started shouting, Ashtotra, Sahasranama Archana, Lakshamchana, everything going on. Namadeva said, what do you want now? What are you asking so casually, so coolly? I want my Sparshakal. Come. He said, Namadeva said, come. He took him to Chandrabhaga Nadi, Tirtha, the banks of river Chandrabhaga, and said, show your Angavastra. And the Sparshabhagavatam showed his Angavastra. Namadeva took some 5 or 6 pebbles, just small ordinary stones from the Chandrabhaga Tirtha. He touched, once Namadeva touched the 5-6 pebbles, they all turned to Sparshakal. They all turned into this rare gem. And then he threw it into the Angavastra of Sparshabhagavatam. Sparshabhagavatam was totally amazed. The touch of Namadeva turns an ordinary stone into this Sparsha stone, but he has not been using his power for anything. How can he be such an alipa jantu? He immediately threw all the 5-6 Sparsha stones into the Chandrabhaga and said, I don't want this, I want only your Sparsha. Immediately Namadeva hugged the Sparshabhagavata. And Sparshabhagavata's name was Sparshabhagavata not because he had that Sparsha gem, but because he had the Sparsha of Namadeva. The Sparsha of Namadeva. So he was called Sparshabhagavata. And that is how the Gunanubhava of a Mahanubhava turns even ordinary beings into high-souled people. Paradana mula guna 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 madhikara baliti kadu nimma devike dana madhikara So the list goes on. From childhood, generally we don't bring our children to Katha or Hari Katha or Bhajanananda or but we gently say, you can have it after your retirement. You can do bhakti after your retirement as if it is a laddu and you can just buy it after 60 years. My guru would say, how are you sure that you are going to live after 60? Today, more and more scientific development, the age is actually coming down. There are children who get heart attack at 20 and 25 and suffering all kinds of chronic diseases in teens. So, Bhajanamrita should come in the Siddha Praya, in the very, very young age. So he goes on, Paradanamula had my eyes on others, well, and that is why he had this Parshabhagavata story. My only principle in life, generally all of us have the same principle. He says, Tana Madini Bhuvini Saukya Bhuti, I should lead a happy life. Adu Bodha. Everywhere we go, any temple, any kshetra, any tirtha, wherever you go, only one prayer. I should be happy. I should be happy. Adu Tana Madini Bhuvini Saukya Bhujivanane. Saukya Jivana. Other than that, we don't think of the nation. We don't think of the society. We don't think about family today. Many children are not willing to marry or even have children. They want to raise only pets. Because pets will not back answer. Pets will give all their time to you. Pets cannot see cell phones. So when you come back home, everybody is seeing the cell phone. Nobody is giving you attention. The pets, if you raise pets, they will give attention. So, some children are even ready to grow snakes and scorpions as pets. So that is what is happening. So Tana Madhiri Bhuvini Saukya Nadavida Shudru Vanitalu Swabasha Mounta Upadishinchi Santasini Swaranayampu. I did not know about Swara or Laya. My heart became so insensitive that it became Shilat today. But still I professed to be Subhaktulagu Samanamagu, such a great Bhakta. All Bhakta Vesha. Veshadari. Hypocrisy. Tyagaraja was never like that. But he says, I professed to be such a great Bhakta, but I had not a compassionate heart, I had a Shilat today. Whatever I saw before my eyes, Drishti Kizaramba Gulalana, a beautiful woman, I would get tempted. Sadhana, beautiful big house, I would get tempted. Arbhagasena, Arbhagasena, many children in those days, it was a big temptation. Arbhagasena. Amita Dana today, Amita Dana, infinite wealth. Everybody is only after Amita Dana. So here he says, What am I doing? I have never concentrated on your beautiful lotus face. Chakkani mukha kamanam bono sadana madino smarana lekane durmadanda jandabod patita papulache pathetic life I have led. Dagili mogili durvishaya, everything durvishaya, no satsanga, only dushta sanga. But this manushya janma so durlabam, durlabo manusho dekha, durlabam manusham janma. Srimad Bhagavatam says that, all the Puranas and Itihas says that out of 84 lakh species of lives, to be born as a human being, such a great gift of God. And in that life, Manavatanu Durlabha Manuchu Nenji, what should be the target? Paramananda Mundalega. But what was I doing? Madamatsara Kamalo Mohula Pudasudai Mosa Podikaka. And then Mosa Pode Nallo Nano, Purandarasa says, Muvatuvarsha Mohapdiyali. He says, I lost 30 years. 30 years today. Chill. There are so many millions of people who do not know about Bhagavatam or even Ramayana. There are people who ask, brothers of Rama are Vibhishana and Kumbhakarna, right? One of the children. Brothers of Rama, Vibhishana and Kumbhakarna, right? And Ravana's brother is Bharata and Shatrugna. Is that right? They don't even know Ramayana, but they want to read all fictional stories. Fictional stories become facts and facts become fiction. That is today's generation. Thankfully, we are into satsanga because of our parents and our gurus. What role models do the next generation have? Tyagaraja Swami pathetically he sings this. Madamatsara kamaloga mohula pudasudai mosa podikata. All my life I have wasted some years for my children, some in earning wealth, some for pleasing my wife. That has never happened, but I have kept on wasting my life. Satulate Always Tyagaraja Swami gives a lead, a hint to the next Ratna. In the first Ratna, what did he finish with? Papa Gajar. Which Narasimha will come to kill my Papa Gajar, the elephants of my Papa. And then he gives a list of Papa. Here he says, Manava Tanu Durlava Manujulenji Paramananda Mundaleka Madamatsara Kamalo Mohula Pudasurai Mosapodikaka Modari Pulaju Daguju Budini Shudruju Vanulu Sal Pujanangaka Nalhadamulanu Kodi Saragina Madamulanu Sadimpa Tarumaru. What I did, Sadimpa Tarumaru. Ella Tarumana Sadiche. Anna, you always have your say. You do what you always think. Na sadikathu tarumare. Niyo sadin chenne. Sadin chenne. Oh, sadin. நீ சொல்றதெல்லாம் சாதிப்ப. Finally, in all our lives, it's always a race, a challenge, a game between Sakshat, Paramatma and Jivatma. Who wins? Obviously Paramatma wins. So here Tyagaraja is expecting Rama in the first Ratna, and he says, you won't come because I have so much wickedness. Third, he says, you seem to come but you don't come. You always falsify your statements. Bodhinchina Sanmargamu. You taught us the Sanmarga. Where? In the Bhagavad Gita. Gita Tamu Sangeetanandamu. What did you say? You told us in the last charana, you see, Sadbhaktula Nadadali Klenane. How should a true devotee be? Everything, Tyagaraja Swami's Kritis, if you see, if you read through the Kriti itself, we can understand life, how we should live, how we should not live, rules and regulations, do's and don'ts. You taught in the Gita what? Advaita Sarvabhutanam Maitra Karunayeva Cha Nirmamo Nirahankaro Samadukha Sukakshami Santushta Sadatam Yogi Sadatam Yogi Yadapma Drida Nishchayakaya Mayapika Vamo Buddhi Yo Madbhaktaha Same Priya You taught us the Sanmarga. But what did you do? Nee pattina pattu. Nee pudiche pudiyana sadikira. You have falsified all that you have said. What did you say? If a particular person is without hatred, adveshta sarvabhutana, if he is with love towards all beings, maitraha is friendly, it's full of compassion, karuna evacha, nirmamo, nanu nannadu emba naragadolage biddu. Innudaya Bharade, Dasar says, Punandara Dasar, Nanu Nannadu. I fell into the trap of me, I, myself. To come out of it itself, I need your help. Shinata, Prana Vinadu Swami, it's not mine. The prana is not mine. My prana is yours. Your prana Nayaka. Nirmamo, Nirahankaro, Samadukha Sukakshani. But what have you done? Bodhinchina Sanmargamu, whatever you preached, nee pattina pattu, you have falsified it. Because I can give you so many examples. I told you Tyagaraja Swami's Shaili. First, he will give a particular statement in the Pallavi. Sadhinchane, O Manasa. Generally, he does not do Upadesha to the society because he is full of humility. So whenever he wants to talk to us, he will say, O Manasa. Manane Manasa Edulo. Bhajane Manasa. Nidhi Sala Sukama. Nijamukta Baliku Manasa. He will talk to his Manas. Because you cannot say, who is he to preach me? Because generally we all rebel for everything, no? We rebel says, Sadhinchane O Manasa. O Maname, Amasadipa. Whatever, everywhere where people expected you, you left them. That is what is happening to me. I am expecting you, you are not coming to me. You are talking, you are giving all excuses. According to the situation, you talk. Avavadaga takkamari, the situations, the people. Samayani gitagu Cheated people. Cheated na, it's like a ninda stuti. This Ratna is in the form of a ninda stuti. You do the stuti of Paramatma in the form of ninda. Purandaradasa also has done that. When somebody came and told Purandaradasa, Dasa, Chinapanayaka, you have become an orphan, you don't have a father or a mother. Your father was such a great diamond merchant. Now, from Navakoti Narayana, you have become a pauper. Nobody for you. These composers never react or respond to the people who hurt them. They go to their own Ishta Devata and then start speaking to their Devata. So, Dasa goes to Purandara Vithala. Purandaradasa goes to Purandara Vithala and says, what are the people around me saying? I am not an orphan. Ninnante tande yanaguntu dinagilla. Ninnante dodayu ninagilla. Ninnante prabhu yanaguntu dinagilla. Ninnante paramatma yanaguntu dinagilla. Ninne arasi innataye ninnataye toro Purandara Vithala. Neene Paradeshi, Nane Swadeshi. I have a beautiful father. You are my father, Vithala. This is an Indastuti. You don't have a father. I have a father. You don't have a father because you are Jagatpita. You are created by nobody. Show your father. Ninna Taya Toro, show your mother. I have a Prabhu, I have a Dolai, I have everybody in you. And your queen, Ninna Arashi, Enna Tai, your queen becomes my mother. Where is your mother? You don't have a mother, you don't have a Prabhu, you don't have a Paramatma, you don't have a master, you don't have anybody. So you are a Paradeshi. I am a Swadeshi. So this is Ninda Stuti. So likewise, Tyagaraja Swami says, when Devaki Vasudeva were expecting that 8th child, Amadbhutam, Balakam, Ambujekshanam, Chaturabhujam, Shankadadam, they were expecting full of luminosity. He appeared. Tamadbhutam Balakam, Ambujekshanam, Chaturabhujam, Shankadadam, Srivatsalakshanam, Galashoti Kausubam, Vitambaram, Sandra, Payoda Saubhagam, Maharaga, Vaidurya, Kirita, Kuntana, Dvisha, Parishvarta, Sarastra Kuntaram, Uddhama, Kanchentala, Kankana, Dirhi, Virochamanam, Vasudeva, Aichata. Vasudeva and Devaki thought this 8th child is going to be with them forever. Devaki Vasudevulame Yuchinadu. What did Krishna do? Immediately he lifted his little finger and said, Tarkimam Gokulam Naya. I have another mother and father in Gokulam. Leave me there. Samayani Taku Matalad. You left Devaki and Vasudeva. Poch. Then, not only this, you have had this practice of talking and convincing people from so many Purva avatars. Range Shudu Satganga Janakuru as Sri Ranganatha. Vibhishana wanted to take Ranganatha to Sri Lanka. Ranganatha wanted to settle in Sri Ranga, Sri Rangam, not Sri Lanka. So he settled in Sri Rangam. Dharmavarma was a Manushya king. So there was a competition between who will take Rangan, who will do the puja of Ranganatha, Vibhishana or Dharmavarma. Immediately Ranganatha Swami says, Vibhishana, you are a Rakshasa, you can fly, you have a Pushpaka Vimana also, but Dharmavarma is a normal, mere mortal human being. So he cannot fly or cross the sea. So let me be in Srirangam, Thiruvarangam. Dharmavarma will do the day worship, daytime worship. Vibhishana, you do the nighttime worship. Samayani Gita Bhumatalade. Both of them were convinced. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் போய் தலையை சொல்லிடுறார் விபீஷணன். Daytime only all the rituals will happen. Dajagati, Simhagati, all that. Night time, Yoga Nidra, he also will be sleeping. Vibhishana has to see. Nityam Pashyanti. But the way he talks is so convincing. Range Shuru Sat Ganga Jana Guru Sangeeta Sampradaya Guru. Same thing happened with the gopis. Krishna was dancing happily doing the Rasa Leela with all the gopikas. Muthugad Venkata Ravi, the same Adavi he sings Margagata Malli Madhyachela Tam Takika Taka Taka Dika 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 Tajanu Gari Madhyachela Devapa Tam Takika Taka Taka Dika 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 Tajanu Gari Madhyachela Devapa Tajanu Gari Madhyachela Tajanu Gari Madhyachela Tajanu Gari Madhyachela he does the Rasa Leela with the Gopikas. Gopi Jana Manohara Musangadegani Devi Ujjayanadu. He does the Rasa Leela. All the Gopikas think that Krishna Paramatma is now ours. Yenga Kaila Kannan. Krishna is in our hands. All of us are in his hands. That is the truth. All of us are in his hands. He cannot come into our hands. It is he who makes himself available to us. So immediately Gopi Jana Manoratha Musangalegane. Akrura comes, takes him off to Mathura. Likewise to Yashoda, Manigalasana, Sukkache Yujunu Rukkache Se, Paramat Muradi Yugata, Yashoda Kanayuna, all the Vanitas, all the women, Gopikas are enamored of Krishna's beauty. Ayyo, enna alagu. And one day, Ekada Krishna Mridam Bhakshitavan iti matre Nivedana. Krishna has eaten mud. Amma, Yashoda Ma, Krishna has eaten mud. All the friends of Krishna come and complain. Yashoda says, Taige Bayalli Jagavannu Thoru. Krishna ni Vedane Baru. Open your mouth, Krishna. Did you eat mud? Naham Bhakshitavanamba. I did not eat mud. I did not eat mud. Because all the mud is already in his undercoaties are in the Kuchi. Kuchi ni Chukoreda Shiva Sudeva Antakwada Kuchi ni Undercoaties are in his Kuchi. How can he eat mud from outside? Something which is external, which is different from him only. Something which is different from jalebi, Mysore Paku. If it is something boli is the best in Karnataka. So Karnataka boli, if it is different, you can eat. But for Krishna, Ulagakunda Peruvan, he has the entire Kuchi. In this Kuchi, he has the entire Akhilanda Goti. So he says, Naham Bhakshitavanamba Samayanti Dagumadala. She says, open your mouth. And then Sadri Dvipa Dvipur. He opens his mouth, Yashoda, she sees the entire Akhilanda Koti Brahmandas and then Sapta Dvipa, Jambu Dvipa, Bharata Varsha, Bharata Kanta, Uttara Pradesha, Gokula, and in that Gokula, Yashoda threatening Krishna, and in that Krishna's mouth, undercoat is Brahmanda, Sapta Dvipa, Bharata Varsha, Bharata Kanta, Uttara Pradesha, Gokula, and inside that Gokula, another Yashoda threatening Krishna, and inside that Krishna's mouth, Akhilanda Koti is Sapta Dvipa, Jambu Dvipa, Bharata Varsha, Bharata Kanta, Paramatmuda Devukaka. Yashoda was Sukkache Yujunu. She was stunned. Look at the swara pattern that Tyagaraja uses for that. Sukkat Davamare Mani tada dava ma pada ga tada pa ma de re sa sa tada pa ma de re sa sa mani tada sada chokka je yujunu dava ma pada sa dava ma de chokka je yujunu mrukka je se chokka je yujunu means getting stunned. If you get stunned, chokka, you cannot say chokka Arabida, but chokki pohadu avanu mayangidu ade Arabi, the same Arabi, but chokka je usually creates the feeling of awe. Then Yashoda thinks, this is Parama Kudayuga, not my son. I will go and follow his feet. Krishna has so many people to follow his feet, but to fondle him, he has only Yashodamma and Nanda Baba. So immediately with that Maika smile, Mandahasa, he looks at Yashoda and smiles. Immediately she forgets whatever she has seen in Krishna's mouth and she forgets the feeling of Paramatma. She goes and runs and oh, he is my son, Paramatmudayuga Munjuttu. Now Yashoda Tanayudanchu, he is my son, Yashoda Tanayudanchu. So she goes and gives a quick embrace and Achakkan Mutta Kudrava. She gives a kiss. Tyagaraja Swami kisses in Arabi. That is the beauty of Tyagaraja Swami's composition. Which son of the emperor? So again Rama, Chakravarti Thirumagal. So fourth one is again going to be on Rama. Fifth one on Mahanubhavas, on saints. Tyagaraja Swami wanted to compose at least one Ratna on Lord Krishna. One Pava Krishna. So let one at least be on Krishna. So if you see the first few charanas, Devaki Vasudeva, that is Krishna. Rangeshudu Sadganga Janakuru Krishna. Kopi Janamanurata, again Krishna. Vanitana Sada Sokka Jeyuchunu Mrukka Jese, Krishna. The fifth one, see now Rama is becoming possessive. How can my Bhakta go to Krishna? How can my devotee become Krishna Bhakta? So tug of war. So Rama is pulling from here, Krishna is pulling from here. So Tyagaraja, first few charanas, he composes on Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And then if you look at the fifth charana, it is almost, he has come to the middle. Parama Bhakta Vatsaludu. You are a Bhakta Vatsala. This Ninda Stuti has turned into, no, you are a Bhakta Vatsala. I am not going to do any Ninda. Parama Bhakta Vatsaludu Suguna Paravarunda Janmamadu Kalivadalaki Chupara. You believe all the evils of Kalibhadan, all the Kalibhadas. If you hear of him, one Kirtana, one Muga Boga, one Devanama will purify us. All our papas will vanish, will become Punyatmas. Kalibhada will teach. So this charana is it's not on Rama, it's not on Krishna. So you can see that the tug of war between Rama and Krishna. So it goes on, Krishna, 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 Krishna comes in the middle. The next charana, Hare Rama Chandra Kulesha Mridu Subhasha. Rama wins. Apde visitor. Mridu Subhasha. Soft spoken Rama. Hare Ramachandra. Paranari Sodaraja. In this you can hear a lot of aja, aja, aja. Paranari Sodaraja, Viraja, Puragaraja, Raja Mutai. What does that mean? Paranari Sodara means one who considers all other women as his sisters. All the women consider Rama as Anna, as a brother. Paranari Sodara. He was a Sodara to all the other women. That is our Sanatana Dharma. That is the beauty of our Sanatana Dharma. We have to see all other women as our sisters. Vivekananda Swami, the way he addressed at Chicago, he was not given a chance to speak. Once he was given the mic, he said, "My dear sisters and brothers of America," that itself got a standing ovation for several minutes. Because nobody had ever, you can see that harmony and that love in that very address. My sisters and brothers, who is talking? A sannyasi is talking. Sisters and brothers of America. So that harmony, Paranari Sodar, Sodaraja. Sodaraja means not Raja, Aja. Aja is Brahma. Paranari Sodaraja. Aja, Brahma, or Aja is one who is unborn. Viraja Puragara. V means bird. The Raja, king of birds, means Garuda. Viraja Turaga Raja, one who has Garuda as his Turaga, as his horse. Garuda as his Vakana. Garuda Gamana. So, Viraja Turaga Raja, one who has the Garuda as his Vakana. Rajanuta, worshipped by all the Rajas. So, Paranadi Sudha Raja, Viraja Turaga Raja, Raja Viramana Padan, Sanasi Rugata Raja, Vedu Konna Nannuka, Govada Sabbataya. Next chapter is on Venkatesha Swami. Where is Venkatesha? Tirupati, Gokarnama. There are so many Venkatesha Swamis, Govindaraja Swamis. So where does Tyagaraja always he says, Shri Venkatesha Supraka Sarvodata Sajjana Manasa Niketana Kanakamba Rahata Madhuna Muditana He makes his residence in the beautiful hearts of Sajjana. Sarvonnata Sajjana Manasa Niketana. He does not say Trivengadam, he does not say Tirumala or Gokarna or Kshetra, he does not point out the Divyadesha. He says Divyadesha is the heart of Sajjanas. Similar to Jagadananda Karaka's 6th Charana, Sajjana Manasa Visudha Kara Kusuma Vimana. Likewise, and then finally he finishes Sadhichane with the Anupalavi. He said, "You taught me so many things. Bodhinchina, you taught so many things. What did you teach? You have taught me personally." You have taught the traits and virtues of a good bhakta, Sat Bhaktula. How should a Sat Bhakta be? Amarigagana, you should be very tolerant. That is what you have taught me. Amarigagana Bhuja. Likewise, Shamadamadi, a person, a human being, if he has to refine himself, he has to control his body, he has to control his mind. Never get sick and tired of, never get frustrated. Today people say I am getting depressed and I am feeling low, anxiety problems. Bharata Desha is the Desha where there can be no scope for depression or anxiety because it is Nityotsava Bhave Desha Nityashri Nityamangalam. It is always a Nityotsava. Where is the question of anxiety or depression? We always have Utsavams, Ramanavami Utsavam. Then we have immediately we will have Varakshmi Nomba, Avanavatam, Gayatri Javam, then Krishnashtami, Gokulashtami, then Margani Masam, all the Adhyavotsavam, Vishnu temples, Shiva temples, then Tyagaraja Swami's Aradhana, then all the dancers, Jayantis, dancers Aradhanas, Purandara Dasar Aradhana. It is, if you mark the calendar with the saint composers Aradhanas and Jayantis, that itself will fill 365 days of our calendar. Such is our Bharata Desha's glory. Such is our Bharata Desha's glory. That is the beauty. So he says, you have told me, Vimukhulato, those who do not like you, we should not get into that company. We should not get into the Dushta Sangha, into that company which does not like you or who turn their heads against you. Vimukhulato. And then, I have been following all this. Why are you not yet coming to me? Why are you giving excuses? Finally, from the first we have been explaining, Radha, he has been calling Jagadananda Karaka and then saying, in spite of my wickedness, you have taught me all this and I am following this, so you have to come. Next Ratna, he probably gets the vision of Rama. As Bala Kanakamaya Chela Sujana Paripala, Vidita Sharajala Nama Shri Rama Dola, Ela Nidaya Rara Devati Deva Rara Mahanuva. That is why he says, Aha, I can see you. The more I see you, more I want to see you. The more I see you, the more lovely you are. Every moment you grow more and more.
Darisanam ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ತಕ್ಷಣ.
This Ratna talks of the beauty of Lord Rama. Adiva Priyadarshana, Valmiki says. And Tyagaraja Swami says, Kanakana Ruchira, more and more I see you, I long to see you more. You're so lovely, every time I see you, you grow more beautiful. What is the secret? Kanaka Vasana, the golden raiment, the golden pitambar that you are wearing, Kanaka Vasana Ninu. Dina Dinamunu, I see you every day, Rama. He has a Rama Vigraha. Today you can see that Rama, who has been worshipped by Rama Brahman and Tyaga Brahman, their Parampara Puja Vigraha has come back to Tiruvayar. That Rama will be a Pattavirama with Sita seated on his lap, and then Bharata, Shatrugna, Lakshmana, Saparivara, Ekapita Murti. That Murti was in Valahapayar street in Tanjavur. He has come back to Tiruvayar. So that Rama, he says, I am seeing you every day, but I have started to love you more and more, Sanugunu. And then he says this lovely form, Sagunopasana. How has it helped? Whom has it helped? How it has given life to so many people during the Ramayana Kala. During Rama's times, this lovely form itself, not even the Gunanubhava, that Rupavdari Gunai Pumsam Drishti Chittapaharinam, that Rupa Lavanya, that beauty, that sharp nose, that bimba phala like lips, mirror like cheeks, then that broad forehead, Vishala Vakshasthala, Ajanu Bapu, the long hands, the gait of Samaja Varagamna, the gait of an elephant, the way Rama walks, talks. Nidu paluke palukura, nidu puluke pulukura, nidu taluke talukura. Tyagaraja says, so he says, how this form has given life to so many devotees. Palu karu Shri Aparaya Mahima Kanaru Somuna, your beautiful shining face. And Kalakala Manu Muga, Kalakalikina Sita wanted to see you even before she wanted to marry you. Once she heard that bow breaking sound, the sound of the bow being broken, immediately she thinks in her mind, this is Tyagaraja Swami's own creation, own Kalpana Shakti, own imagination. Because Valmiki does not allow Rama to see Sita. Adu avaroda kalam. Ippo irukra kalam you need not ask at all. I will not go to today's. But during Tyagaraja, then Tulsidas makes Sita and Rama meet at the Pushpa Vatika, and Kamban and Arunachala Raya, they make Rama and Sita meet at that Kanyamada. Tyagaraja Swami's version. Where did Sita meet Rama before marriage? Sita wanted to see Rama once she heard that sound of the bow breaking. She cannot see it just like that because all those mamas and mamis will say, see, Sita is looking at Rama. And and that was a big blasphemy in those days. Bride should not look at the groom, groom should not look at the bride before marriage. The bride itself is being introduced to the mother and father by the groom only. Amma, this is my wife. 3 years, just 3 years before. That is today's world. But Sita wanted to see him, so how does she see? As if adjusting her bangles. Bhagavatam Rukmini, as if adjusting her hair, Dadrishe Achyutam Sa. She saw Krishna. And Krishna immediately, he is not like Rama, he can understand signals. Immediately he jumps from the chariot and then appadi katti thookinda he hugs Rukmini and then appada. Where is Rukmini, where is Krishna? Ella kalyanam aayidhu. Avada kanatla podukku. Here Rama is Daraha Pitrukruta aiki. My father has to come and tell only I will marry. Appove adala yugam ella changes, no? So here, so he was looking so lovely and Sita looks with her sidelong glances over at Kannudanu Juche. She thinks that nobody has seen her, but Tyagaraja Swami has seen her. That is why he has written this. And then Dhruva, Sapatni Matayo. Sapatni means Uttanapada had 2 wives, Suniti and Suruchi. All of you would have heard Dhruva Charitra. But generally we don't think of the Tattvartha, especially the names in Dhruva Charitra are very important. Uttanapada has 2 wives, Suniti and Suruchi. Suniti is the first wife, Dhruva is the son of Suniti. Suruchi is the second wife, Uttaman is the son of Suruchi. What does that mean? Suniti is one who follows Niti, justice. Suruchi is one who does not follow Niti but just succumbs to temptations. Ruchi ki adime. Uttanapada, he should have been with Niti, but keeping away Niti, he is with Ruchi, Suruchi. So his name is Uttanapada, man who is topsy-turvy. The Pada engeramo the talagriye ikkira manishan. Topsy-turvy man, Uttanapada. He is an upside down man. Because he is not with Niti, he is with Ruchi. So this Dhruva, when he wanted to just, what was his desire? He wanted to get on to the lap of his father after all. But then Suruchi got so furious and he said, now you will want the lap, then you will want the Simhasana. Sapatni Matayo Suruchiche Karnashula Maina Mad. It was like piercing Dhruva's ears with spears, javelins, spikes. Karnashula Maina Mata. For all these words which gave comfort, Suniti said, go to the forest, do tapas. Shri Hari will appear before you. Look at his form. That will be the most comforting. Immediately he went to the forest. Shri Hari that gave the greatest sukha. At least in Dhruva's case, there was nobody to, means He just went, in 4 months he had darshana. In Sita's case, 10 months of continuous abuse. All the Rakshasis are abusing Sita. She at one point she wants to commit suicide. At that time, the description of the lovely form of Rama, Mriga Madalala Shubhani Devara Jatayu Moksha Valala Pavamana Sutudu Niru Madhivana Sita Talesi Vanaji Everywhere Tyagaraja Swami uses the word Sokkaleda, Shokki Poita Ilya, Dhruva Shokki Poita. Likewise, Jatayu attains moksha looking at your lovely form. In the same charana, Sita hears the glory through Pavamana Sutudu, Hanuman. Immediately that gives her so much of comfort. She, on the Sokki Potana, enamored. She gets enamored of that because you are the abode of Sukha. Sukha Spara Vimukana Buddhana Pavana Vivela Manasa Vimana Sunabuddha You are the abode of all comfort. Karuna Rasa Varunalaya. You are the ocean of compassion, Rama. Don't think I am only praising you and extolling you. This is all exaggeration. I can call many witnesses. If this is a court, I can summon all sakshis. Mukyulu sakshi. Mukyulu sakshi, Dada. Who are the sakshis? Whatever sukhanubhava I get because of your Lavanya Rama Rupa, Divya Lavanya Rama. Because of that Lavanya Saundarya, whatever sukhanubhava I get, same sukhanubhava I will give you the list. Kaminji prema meera kadamula neeruvaga kamala mulvahatu kunumaru sakshi rama nama rasimudu kairasa sadalu sakshi madhiyu narada parashara shuga shaunaka purandara nagaja nagaja mokyulu sachidana sunara First witness is Hanuman, who has done the Pada Seva for you, Pavana, Sutha, and then Kailasa, Sadanudu Sakshi, Nama Nama Rasikudu. He only says, Parvati says, I can't chant Sahasranama, it takes 20 minutes. Ganesha and Kumaresha have two sons who are not allowing me to do anything. So Ganapati and Muruga, with these two kids, how do you expect me to sit at one place? Immediately Shiva says, don't worry. Kenopayena Laguna. You want a Lagu Sahasranama, right? Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Rama Rama Rasikudu Kailasa Sadanudu Sakshi. Other Sakshis, Mariyu Narada Parashara Shaunaka Shuka Purandara. Purandara means Indra. Nagaja is Parvati, that daughter of mountains. Nagaja is daughter of Bhumi, Sita. If you take it as Daraja, all the Bhagavatas born in this earth are witnesses to your Kana Ruchina Sakadamu Prema Puri Pura So we already told you, every Ratna will lead to the next Ratna. Jagadananda Karaka talks of Papagaja, and then the next has a list of Papas. Then he says Sadin Pataru Maru, the third says Sadinchan. And then he says, I have lived according to your advice, why don't you come? And then he says, you have come, I look at you, you are so beautiful. And he calls all the Mahatmas as the witness. So the fifth Ratna is on Mahanubhavas. All the witnesses who have come now, you have to thank the witnesses, right? So all of them have come in the Varali Kirtana. Sakalamu Prema Puritu. They are all filled with love. Tyagaraja Mukyula Sakshi, Mukhya Sakshi is Tyagaraja. Mudha Mukha Hita Kumuda, Hita Varada. And all these Mahatmas who have come, I thank them in the Go Mahanubavu in the Go There is a small story associated with this Ratna. Every Ekadashi, Tyagaraja Swami would do a Divyanama along with his disciples. There are so many Divyanama Kritis of Tyagaraja Swami, almost 75 to 80 Kritis. You would have all heard many of the famous Divyanama Kritis. Mahabharata Purana Rama Bodanda Rama Rama Kalyana Rama Karuna Jalade Dasharate Kamaniya Nanasunanide Rama Ramana Shri Rama Shri Rama Shri There are Divyanama Kritis in Western notes also. Varadila Danalola, Sudabala Sudana Varitani, Nagalika, Shrimula Sukaruna, Valakana Yashana. You remember? Varadila Danalola, Sudabala Sudana Varitani, Nagalika, Shrimula Sukaruna, Valakana Yashana. There are so many Divinama kritis just to show that these composers were also open to all genre of music. But the genre might inspire them, but the Sahitya is always on Rama or Krishna, always sticking to our Sanatana Dharmic roots. That is the point here. So the notes might be Western, but the Indian cultural identity, the Sanatanic Dharmic identity is never given up. It's never given up. So here, on one Ekadashi, when they were performing the Divinama, there was one Shatkara Govinda Marar, who was the Asthana Vidwan at the court of Swati Tirunal, who came. He wanted to perform, he used to sing in 6 speeds. That is why he was called Shatkara Govinda Marar. He wanted to sing before, he wanted to do his Sangeeta Samarpana before Tyagaraja was feeling little shy. Tyagaraja understood. Bhavagraj. He told his disciples, today no Kirtana Bhakti, Shravana Bhakti for you all, sit down. We will listen to Shatkala. 6 speeds. The Chuma was try Pandanona Pa Pa Mare Gare Sani Pani Sadini Sa immediately he sang Indaro Manu Bhavu. How many Mahabhavas Bharata Desha has? Instead of getting envious and getting a jealous feeling and no competitor, he was so open and happy that he sang, you are a Mahanubhava. How beautifully you have sung this. And then he says, I do my salutations to all the Mahanubhavas who think of the Lord. Mahabhavas, he gives a beautiful list in the Charana. Those who sing of the Samagana Lola, or those who themselves do the Samagana Lola, those who have totally tamed their mind, Manasa Vanachala, the mind is a monkey. If it has to sit at Ramaseva Mandali Fortnite school for 2.5 hours, we have to tame this monkey. Chanchalangi Manakrishna, Arjuna himself says this. It's very difficult to tame the mind. Because this mind will go to somewhere, traffic after Shava. Hopefully she finishes by 9:05 or 9:10. Otherwise the traffic will become more. What will happen if they get caught in the rain? This mind is so powerful. Yudhishthira says the fastest, swiftest thing in this whole world is not the flight of the plane or the jet speeds. This mind goes beyond the jet speed. So, he says, Tyagaraja Swami says, those who have tamed their mind, those who are Jitendriyas, Manasa Vanachara Bala Sanchara Muni Dipinoti Bharuga Podakane Bharendra, those who have the Padara Vinda of the Supreme Almighty in their Hridaya Vinda, Sadaguna Paramula Gusmanta Magu Saroja Munu Samarpana Museveduva, those who sing about the Lord, Patita Pavana, and they use the Swara and Laya and Raga and Bhava towards the Nijamarga, towards the Paramartha Marga, not just as an entertainment but to elevate the soul and attain spiritual enlightenment. Patita Pavanukare, Paratparuni Kurinchi. Music can be towards anything, right? He gives a very clear definition. Those who are mumukshus, those who want to attain enlightenment, it should be towards Paramatma, Paratparuni Kurinchi. Patita Pavanukare, Paratparuni Kurinchi, Paramatma Nijamarga. This is the Nijamarga. Paramatma. Nijamargamuto nupadu sunu sannakato swaraya dhikatamulo kediyuvaru. Swara Naga Laya for this. Only then they are Mahanubhavas. Otherwise they are just artists, singers, musicians. Mahanubhavas are different from musicians, singers, artists. So here, what do these Mahanubhavas wear? Tulsimala or Rudraksha? Or what do they wear? What beads do they wear? Here Tyagaraja says, Hari Guna Mani Maya Sanamu Galamuna Shukogin Ratta Godu Nigano 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 They wear the Hari Guna as their mala. Hari Guna Mani Maya Sanamu Galamuna. Around their neck, Gala is the neck. Around their neck they wear the Hariguna Manimaya Saramunu Galamuna Shovillu Bhaktangodu Lilalo Telivito Chelivito Kalunagalti Sudharishti Chevrochuvaru. The entire world should be perceived with compassion. Only then they are Mahanubhavas. And then these Mahans should praise about only the Lord. They should do only Narasimha Stuti or Narahari Stuti, not Narastuti. Aranyana Padina Vayala, Korangana Padamatena the Sana. They should do Haristuti, not Narastuti. So he says, Hoyanuni, Nadanu, Sarasuni Sala, Nalugaju, Ashari, do there even exist people like this? Sometimes we have doubts, no? This is too much of sattvic preaching. Are there people like that? He gives a list. I can give you a list of people who have been like this. Padamabhava Mauni. If we can remain silent, that itself is Paramabhagavata. I have been asked to speak, and now you should not question me. But you have been like a frog. So otherwise, other times, Mauni, Shashi Vibhakara, the moon and the sun, themselves are Mahabhavas because they do their duty. The sun does not see who does Sandhya Vandana. Nobody is doing Sandhya Vandana nowadays. Why should I rise? So he says, read that they do their duty. So Paramabhava Nivar Shashi Vibhakara Sanaka Sanandana Digesha Surakim Purusha Kanakashipu Sutta. Kanakashipu is Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu Sutta is Prahlada. Born in Asura Kula, if we can do Narayana chanting so much, born in a Satkula, why don't our tongues do the Narayana chanting? So Kanakashipu Sutta Naradatum Guru Pavana Suru Balachandra Dhara. Balachandra Dhara is Shiva. Always the Saramanama chanting. Dhara Shuddha Saroja Baba Bhusuda Valu Saroja Baba Brahma Bhusuda Valu Rasumani Parama Bhavalu Gatu Shashvatu Kamala Bhava Sukha Bhusana. Kamala Bhava is Brahma. Kamala Bhava, one who is born of lotus. Kamala Bhava Sukha is Brahma Sukha, Brahmananda. Through Nagopasana, all these Mahatmas have achieved. What have they sung upon? Ni Menu Nama Vaibhavam, about your beautiful, lovely form, about your Nama Vaibhava, Ni Parakrama, about your valor, Parakrama Shanta Dhairya, about your Shanta Chitta, about your Dhairya. Ni Menu Nama Vaibhavam, Guramuni Parakrama Dhairya Shanta, Manasa Muni Garupachana Satya Raghuvarani Yadasadhanti Kujanila Jagaru Durmadamulanu Kalina Jesi Natti Nivadi Neki Santatam Mudaru Guravajanam. All these people have they have cut all the durmatas, all faulty opinions, no confusion, and they always dwell in your Gunavajanananda. That is why they experience Brahmananda. Learning Bhagavata or Ramayana is not the point. Learning the secret of Rahasya of Bhagavata or Ramayana or Shanmata is what Tyagaraja Swami says. Bhagavata Ramayana ki Padashati Sutta Puraya Madhu Shivadi Shanmata Kuta Mula Uppadi Uppadi Sutta song says, let us all praise Jagannathaka Rama, leaving all our Dushtatana, and let him have his own say and come before our eyes and dwell in our hearts as in Kanakana Ruchira, and let us all reach his feet through the medium of Endaro Mahanubhavalu. And that is the Prarthana. Today is the concluding day, Vasantotsava, Sri Ramaseva Mandali's Ramanavami, praying that the whole world should be at peace. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Let peace and happiness and prosperity and love and harmony between all nations, between all human beings, between all castes and religions and gender, between everybody. Let us all see Paramatma in each and every person, each and every being. With that prayer, we end.